Hello everybody and welcome back to Blockade Farms. So we're still on with our parsnips. I've done a few loads off camera and I'm going to carry on quickly. Hopefully we can break the back of this field. And then we've got our carrots to harvest and we've got our corn to harvest. So yeah, it's not going too badly. It's a bit slow. It is only a small harvester. But we're getting there. So as you can see, made a good dent in the field now. Hopefully we won't take too much longer and we'll get somewhere with this field. Then we can crack on with our carrots, and as soon as it dries up, I think it's due at 4 o'clock to dry up, we can get the corn in. So we probably going to end up storing the corn for a bit, because we do want to get the best price for that. But yeah, so we are getting there. I think what we've made, I've done 3 loads and we're now up to 69,000. We started on 38, so to be fair, we're not doing too badly. We are getting some decent money out of this, but I can only sort of make it halfway around. Can't go full lap because I fill up, which is good. It means more money for us. But yeah, with the trailer only holding 26,000 litres, we are getting. There we go, we're just full again. So yeah, we're only getting like 2 and a bit loads in it. So then we're having to run the Fiat back and forth to the sell point. So it's not going too badly. We'll crack on with it and hopefully we'll have some good money. And then still got to pick all that sugar beet up as well. I've just left it in the dough labs at the side of the field at the moment. It looks like there's quite a lot there. So can't put it on a worker either because for some reason it won't let us. It just doesn't like this harvester being on a worker, which ain't the end of the world. I'm quite enjoying doing it, but like I say, it's just taking a while. So we should be able to see from the map. We have a look. Yeah, so we're, I would say, probably just under halfway now. So it ain't going too badly. And then we've got the 2 carrots down here, and we've got the corn here to harvest. So I'll quickly time lapse a load of this, and we'll see where we are. I'll jump back in a bit, probably after 10 minutes or so, and we'll see where we're at. Right, back to it. So this is our second load off. We are making a dent in it now. There shouldn't be too much more to go. So that was about 15 minutes of work, but we haven't got oval too much left now. So we're going to cart this up to the shop again. So the shop, well, it's behind the shop. We'll get it to the sell point, get it sold, and then we'll come back. Hopefully we can clear most of the field off now in this next load, and then hopefully towards the end of this episode we can move into that carrot field. Or if it dries up, we will jump into the cornfield. But it all depends on the weather. I don't particularly want to get into the harvester without the weather brightening up, because we'll lose yield, and the corn crop I'm hoping is going to make us a fair few pounds. So on our route down here, let me just pull over. I don't actually know when the best time to sell corn is, so let's have a look. So it looks like we've got to hold it to June, because at the moment it's 1,182 and it tops out at 2,100. So yeah, we don't want to be losing 1,000 litres per, well, £1,000 per 1,000 litres. So we will probably end up holding on to that for a year. So that's why we've done all the vegetables, to keep ourselves making the money in the meantime. Now, with the money we're going to make from the vegetables, I don't know if we're going to buy, probably end up buying another field, another small field, or to be fair, if we get a bit of money, buy a larger field. But I'd like to buy some larger equipment before we get too much more field. So the cultivator's okay. I think the drill will need to be a bit bigger. The planter's not too bad, but definitely need to work on the roller. So I had to look into it, and you can put 3 of the other style of rollers like mine together. So we could get 3 of them and we could have quite a big roller. So if we're going to get bigger fields, we're going to need some bigger tackle. We're also going to need I think, to start getting rid of some of the slower tractors, although I might just keep them around the farm. Might not use them, but they're not worth much, and quite like having them about, just do the odd bit of bobbing. So yeah, the plan is we'll get some bigger tractors, I think, soon, and it'd be nice if we could find one that did 40, but I think that's very unlikely. This does 42k, which is about 26 miles an hour. It's not too bad, but when you're going a long way, that extra 4 or 5 miles an hour is quite a difference. So I think we're pulling up here. Yep, we're nearly at the sell point now, so we'll get this sold together, and then I'll run back and I'll carry on harvesting. So luckily there's about 3 ways to get to this point, so it's not too bad. Down here, round the Chicalan, and then it should be up here, and there it is. I think this is the best place to sell parsnips at the moment. The carrots might be somewhere else. I haven't actually checked them yet, so when we get harvesting them, we will check to see where they're best places. Hopefully it's it is this one, because it'll be more local than taking it to the other end of the map. Here we go, let's tip these loaded parsnips out. So yeah, off they come in the trailer. Empties quite fast, and we're over 100 grand now. There we go, another £16,261 plus £1,000 environmental. Yeah, they're not selling too badly really. £16,000 per trailer load, it ain't bad money really. Right, I'm going to head back to the yard now. Well, back to the field shall I say. And I'll carry on harvesting, and hopefully by the time this trailer's full, we've got the back broken of that field. Right, so we are officially done with that. It's taken just over 50 minutes, plus what I'd done previously, so yeah. It was a fairly big field, small header, but we've got there and we've got it sorted. So the trailer is full and we've got 4,000 litres in here. So what I'll do, I'm going to quickly run this over to our carrot fields now. And then what I'll do is I'll take the trailer, dump its load, fill it up, and then I will we'll start doing some carrots. So let's get this across to the next field. And we can start bringing in our carrots. So just have a look at the carrot pricing at the moment. So carrots. So to be fair, it's not bad either. So we'll probably just sell them directly to the highest bidder again, because we haven't really got anywhere to store it. And if we get as much off the carrots fields as we got off the parsnip fields, we are going to be running back and forth. We've also, like I say, got the sugar beet to do as well, so I do need to get that in the trailer at some stage today. But if a worker will do the carrot fields, I might leave this on a worker doing that, and I'll just keep emptying him, and then I can come and get some sugar beet picked up in the meantime in between loads. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to run this over there now. I might even just put it at back, I'm not sure yet. Or we'll send it all the way. I think I'll take it all the way and then it's done, and then we'll empty that trailer load, come and empty this, and then we'll crack on with our carrots. I'll see you guys there. There we are, we'll get this unloaded. This is our last bit of parsnips. So the total so far is £139,000, so we're not doing too bad at all really. I'm hoping I can put this field on a worker, because then we could buy another tractor or just another trailer. Then I could have two trailers going at once, which would make our life easier. So let's drive them into the field and see. No, it's for some reason it doesn't like it, so we're gonna have to do the carrots as well. Never mind, it'll just be a bit slower than getting it on a worker. Right, let's run this back to the sell point. Let's get our grand total and see where we are after parsnips. And then I might still get another tractor and trailer, because to be fair, if we've got two, it might make our lives easier. So if we can fill up 26,000 litres and then cart them back and forth, it could just be a bit streamlined. Trouble is, the time it takes me to cart back and forth, I don't know what to do. We'll have to have a look. We'll get this tipped and we'll have a look at what sell point is the best for the carrots, and from there we can work out a battle plan. So I'll go get this tipped and then we'll see where we're at. This is the last bit of our parsnips being sold. That brings us up to £142,000. Yeah, we're not done too badly. So let's look at what the best sell point. So it's going to be this one. So let's just see where that is. Oh, it's the sell point right next door. So yeah, we are going to be coming back up here with all of the carrots. Right, I'll head back to the yard, back to that field then. Let's start collecting some carrots and see what their yield is like. They might yield lower than the parsnips anyway. But if we do get a break in the weather and it stops raining, I will be coming to get this corn header and we'll be going straight down to that cornfield and getting that in, because that is worth some good money. And we don't want to let it wither, but as soon as the weather's dry we'll get it out, because I don't want to lose yield on it. But for these root crops I don't think it really matters. Carrots, parsnips, sugar beet, potatoes, all that. I think you can harvest them in the rain and it doesn't really make much difference. Well, it didn't seem to be. We got plenty of parsnips out of that field. Right, let me run back up there and we'll start pulling in our carrots. Right, should we get cracked on with our carrots? So we'll soon tell by the end of the field how well it's going to yield. These tram lines are a bit annoying in the vegetable fields. To be fair, I don't think we need them, so... But I think next time we'll plant some... We're definitely going to need some more wheat and barley for our chickens, so we're going to go down that route, I think. And then we might do some sunflowers. Oh, she's struggling up the hill. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to be pulling a lot of carrots off this field by the looks of that, because we're 35% full already. But yeah, this harvester is doing, to be fair, it's doing a really good job. Shame we can't put it on a worker so we can get a bit of help, and then we can be running around doing some other jobs on the farm. But it is doing a fairly good job. I mean, to be fair, I would have probably bought another one if we could have one on a worker. Make the job twice as fast. Well, it's not the end of the world, so we'll get cracked on and we'll see how many carrots we can pull out this field. I'm more interested to know, we was getting about £16,000 trailer load of parsnips. Are carrots worth more than parsnips? That is the big question. So get the pipe out and we've filled up our first load already. So back down here and we'll start from this corner and we'll go around the right way so the pipe's always facing the right way. Yeah, let's jump in that tractor. And let's get these beautiful carrots straight in the hopper. Now we could do peas as well. We would have to use this harvester to do peas. So I would imagine it will still take quite a while. Yeah, let's try and get lined up. There's a big stump I've just realised behind where the trailer is. Yep. And these tractors don't like the wet conditions. Up the hill, so there we are. Our first load of carrots coming into the trailer. So we should be able to get another... probably going to get another way half around the field and then half again, and then we'll be full and we'll be running back and forth. So this is where I'm wondering, would it make sense to have a couple of trailers so we can get a good chunk harvested and then cart all the trailers, or is it just easier to do a bit and cart? I'm not sure. We'll see how we get on. If this field's going to yield as well as this, and then we've got the field there as well, it's going to be a long harvest, but should be profitable. Right, I'm going to set to and not crash into the tractor. Let's carry on and get some more carrots up. yeah, the Fiat can't get traction with a full trailer up the hill. I don't actually know what the tyre wear is on this at the moment. It's only 41%, so you wouldn't think it was grip issue, but I suppose it has been non-stop raining and it is a fairly steep hill, so you have to back up and go this way around. Right, I'm going to take this to the sell point and let's find out if this can beat £16,000. I'm interested to know if parsnips or carrots are worth more or if they're about the same. So I'll head over there and I will, well, I'll fill you guys in. Let's go explore together and see what makes the most money. Right, so here we are. This is the best selling point this month. So let's find out what our carrots make us. So there we go. Tipping, tipping, tipping. Money is crawling up. So if it hits over 16, it's better than parsnips. Oh, I can't even say it now. Better than parsnips. Ooh. I think it's actually a little bit less. I think we got a little bit more for the parsnips. But it's still good. We're going to get £17,000 a trailer, and we barely even touched the surface of that field yet. And we were a full trailer, so, and we've got 2 of them. So I reckon by the end of the 2 carrot fields, we'll be well into the 200s. So I'm going to shoot back up there and we'll carry on harvesting. I know it's a lot of time lapse, guys, but it's obviously harvest time and we've got plenty of vegetables to bring in. They're not fast in modern day, let alone back in the day, but it is where the money is at. I'm going to say, I think we started with a couple of £1,000 when we started our vegetable harvest, and now look at us, £159,000. If we were a proper farmer, we'd be buying ourselves a new Range Rover now and telling everyone how poor we are. Right, let's get this to the carrot field and carry on. Here we are, another load of carrots taken to the sell point. So I think what we're going to do is get this field finished, and then I don't know if we've got loads of lettuces sat around. Let's just have a look. Under this one. So yeah, we've got quite a few lettuces sat around, so we might get them loaded onto the trailer, get them sold, and we can see where our money's at. So we should be well over £200,000 by the time we've got this last. I think we'll get one more load off that field, maybe a little bit more, but then that'll just leave one field of carrots and our corn to harvest. So exciting times. So I know it's taken me quite a while and we're burning through diesel, but we're getting there and we're making a good penny or two. So the rain's still here at the moment, which is a bit annoying because I'd really like to have got that corn in sooner rather than later, but we'll have to leave it. I think if we look at where is our weather forecast? It's here, isn't it? Yeah, 4 o'clock today. It dries up, but November it gives rain, so we've got to get it in before October ends. So we're coming on to 1 o'clock now. So it won't be long, and by that time we should have both of our last carrot fields harvested. And then we should have some good money to play with, which will either buy us a new field, or will it buy us a new tractor? I'm not sure yet. I'm excited to see what the future holds. But yeah, so we obviously now it's October as well, and we'll finish harvesting in November. Looks like we're going to be doing a lot of planting next year, so there's a possibility of some soybeans, sunflowers and corn for the next crop. And then if we buy a new field, we might even leave it, or leave a couple of fields empty and get some wheat in there, because we do desperately need wheat for our chickens. So I don't know. I think it was September's the last time. No, so we could actually plant wheat this month, which means you're going to need to put the cultivator on a tractor to get that field cultivated, and then we could get some wheat in. Probably going to make the big field where we've just been, so that first one where the parsnips are. I think we're going to do that wheat because that's a fairly decent size, and that should give us plenty of food for the chickens for the next year. We might even get another chicken hut, but we're also going to have to check on the goats soon and just see, one, have we got any milk, and two, how their food's doing. So yeah, I'm going to head back to this field. I'm hopefully going to get this first one done, and then we'll have a look into what money we've got, what fields we can buy, and we might even get set up on cultivating a field ready to get the wheat in, because I didn't realise we could get that in today. So that is going to have to be a must, and then we won't have to wait a whole year to get the wheat in, get some wheat in. So yeah, I'll head down here, get this one done, and I'll see you guys very shortly. Right, so that first field's done, so we're going to park that for today. I'm going to park the Fiat for today as well. But what we're going to do is jump in. I don't know what tractor is going to be big enough to pull that cultivator, so let's have a look at our vehicle. Where's our cultivator? So the Renault's got 135 horses, and the other David Brown's got 98. So the Renault is the most powerful tractor, bar the 180 that Fiat has. So where are we? Where are we? So that's the drill. So we need 180 horsepower to pull our cultivator. That's a shame, so we can't use the Renault. But the question is, do we invest in ourselves, get one of these? But it is 100 grand. This is 1994. But yeah, she is. Ooh. If we tune her. But it only does 24 miles an hour. That is the biggest downfall. Now we have got this one as well, still 24. but it is only 170 horse. Oh. 180, 190, 20. Okay, so there's quite a few different engines in this. So it looks like 290 might be... Let's have a look. Is it 260 or 290? Yeah, that will be the biggest one we can get. But it's £146,000. It's a big investment. When to be fair, we've got enough tractors, and the Fiat's doing a good job, to be fair. So I don't know if I want to spend that sort of money yet. So I could go get one of these, £78,000. And that would do on the farm, and that is a massive beast. But now I think our money's gonna be better spent, you know, buying land and just trying to get as much cropping as possible so we can make money. As you can see, this crop's making us some decent money, and we do need to get some bigger tackle, but I know that bigger tackle needs bigger horsepower, so I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'll run the Fiat over, I'm going to chuck the cultivator on it, I'm going to just try and quickly cultivate that field, and then we can get a worker in that field drilling wheat while we carry on with the carrot harvest next time. But yeah, let's go get it cultivated, and then we can get the drill going. There we are. We've got the field for our wheat cultivated, so at least we can get a worker on that while we're doing the carrot harvest, and then we definitely know our wheat thing, because obviously we're going to have to roll it as well, so the more time we can spend on that the better, because we don't want to move into November before we've rolled, because we'll lose a bit of yield bonus. So I'm going to hitch up the drill onto the back of, I think, that David Brown, the bigger one. What do we use? Is the Renault down here? I think the Renault's at the other yard, so we'll probably just use that David Brown because it's here. we do need to get a job for the right now because we haven't used it in a while. And I'm feeling like it's a bit left out. So yeah, we'll park that up for now. That's parked up. We'll turn that off. But yeah, let's go get this hitched up, ready for next time, and it can be planting our wheat. Hopefully we've got enough seed. I haven't actually looked at the seed in the drill for a while. Ooh. It could possibly run out. I don't know if we've got any kicking around. So there's the wheat. Let's just have a look in here. What we got? 200 litres of solid dirt. No, I don't think we have any seed. So we'll probably get him going. And then if we're running out of seed, we will we'll nip off and get some more for him. Because that's the beauty of having the pickup truck. Well, that seems to have got a bit tangled. We just unhitch this roller from me David Brown. So yeah, so I have actually got an idea to make. I will show you guys in a second. Let me just get this across to the field because I'll just set him off so I don't forget for next time. So I'll get him drilling, and then what I have seen. So if we go down to rollers, wherever they are, what you can do is you attach 3 of these together. So you put the attaches on like that, and then you can have one off this way and one off that way. So then you can have 3 rollers in situ, which would make our span, what's that? It's gonna be 7.5, but I'd imagine it'll just be a little bit smaller because I'll overlap a little bit. So call it 7 meters. So that might be an idea, and they're 850 quid each. So they really aren't much. The only thing is transporting them back and forth, but we'll probably give that a go next time. And there he is, planting our wheat. So we're going to leave it there today, guys. We've had a busy episode. So we've got all of the parsnips up. We've got 1 field of carrots up now. We've cultivated this field, and we've set the drill off, ready for next time, so we can get this wheat in before November. So thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And if you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, you'll get a notification to see how the rest of the carrot harvest goes on. So thank you, and goodbye for now.